Welcome back to the film room. Seriously, I am absolutely pumped to have you here for this explainer today. We're going to go ahead and put on our headsets to break down the raw psychology and in-ring strategy of what was, honestly, an absolute classic Intercontinental Championship clash between Roman Reigns and Jason Jordan. Listen, we are looking at this strictly as analysts today. We want to evaluate the athlete performance, the tactical execution, and figure out exactly what's going on inside the minds of these competitors when the pressure is literally at its highest.
And that quote right there from the broadcast booth perfectly sets the stakes for tonight's tape. You've got an unproven upstart forcing his way into a championship match against a highly seasoned, incredibly dangerous veteran in Roman Reigns. Booker T really hit the nail on the head right out of the gate. You know, Jordan got the match, but getting the match and actually getting the gold are two completely different sports.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, forcing the champion's hand.
So before the bell even rings, notice how Jason Jordan completely bypasses his father, General Manager Kurt Angle. Instead of using those backstage connections, he uses sheer physical confrontation to force the champion into giving him a shot. He literally got physical with Roman Reigns to goad him into putting the Intercontinental Championship on the line. I mean, talk about poking the bear. It's a massive, massive gamble.
And veteran commentator Booker T saw this immediately as a highly dangerous rookie mistake. He's openly questioning if Jordan was operating on pure misguided bravado here. In the wrestling business, stepping up to a dominant champion when you aren't fully ready, yeah, that's a great way to cut your career very, very short.
But then, on the flip side of the desk, you have Michael Cole vehemently defending Jordan's aggressive locker room tactics. Cole framed it as a guy trying to make money instead of making friends, which makes sense. If you want to be a top prize fighter, sometimes you literally have to kick the door down instead of waiting around for a polite invitation.
Which brings us to Section 2, bravado meets the big dog.
The moment the bell officially rings, we immediately see a massive clash in psychological approaches. Like the broadcast team pointed out, Jason Jordan is operating on pure emotion and adrenaline. He's kind of searching for ideas on the fly. Roman Reigns, conversely, he is all business. He's acting like a true champion who's just looking to systematically teach this kid a brutal physical lesson.
And this brings us to an absolutely crucial concept in our analysis today: ring generalship. Basically, this is the ability of a veteran wrestler to control the pace, strategy, and psychological flow of a match. Reigns displays this brilliantly early on by relentlessly driving Jordan into the steel steps and just completely dominating the pace of the bout. He shuts down that rookie adrenaline rush before it can even really get started.
Let's look at Section 3, a display of pure power.
But just as Reigns looks like he's going to cruise on autopilot, Jordan unleashes this incredible athletic output. I mean, look at this. He hits 4 back-to-back high-impact moves. He torques a vicious armbar to neutralize Roman's striking arm, and incredibly, he catches a 265-pound champion right out of thin air to drive him spine-first into the steel post. No way. That is just elite world-class power.
Corey Graves absolutely nails it here on the commentary desk. Regardless of Jordan's locker room reputation or his brash attitude, his raw physical attributes and his intensity are just undeniable. This explosive offense temporarily forces the seasoned champion completely onto his heels.
Moving right along to Section 4, the psychology of the knee.
Okay, let's track the exact turning point here. During a commercial break, Jordan is riding high. He charges over the top rope to attack Reigns on the floor, but actually, scratch that. It wasn't just an awkward landing. He lands incredibly awkwardly on the outside and re-aggravates a heavily taped left knee. This was an injury he actually suffered weeks prior against absolute monsters like Braun Strowman and Kane.
And right at this exact moment, with one leg compromised against a ruthless champion, the booth's central debate really comes to a head. Does this kid actually belong in the main event? I mean, can you realistically survive against Roman Reigns on one good leg? This is where the physical chess match truly begins.
And you know, this is exactly where Roman's ring generalship completely takes over. Notice this veteran game plan. Step 1, survive the power surge. Step 2, immediately identify the injured knee. Step 3, ruthlessly target it. He drops Jordan with a DDT right on the knee and locks in this grueling half crab. He is surgically dismantling the challenger's base so Jordan can no longer utilize his single greatest weapon, which is his explosive power.
Which brings us to our last act, Section 5, the final bell.
2. That's the number of explosive Northern Light suplexes Jordan somehow manages to hit on Roman Reigns back-to-back right here. He is operating purely on adrenaline, pushing through agonizing pain with literally only one good leg.
It is just a phenomenal display of willpower and functional strength from the young athlete.
However, mechanics really matter in the ring. That injured knee physically prevents Jordan from holding the champion down with enough leverage for the 3 count. And a veteran like Roman Reigns, he only needs one mistake. Reigns exploits the weakness the second Jordan tries to recover, lands a devastating Superman punch right on the jaw, and closes the show with a massive spear. Lights out.
So the match ends with Reigns retaining the gold, but as Michael Cole summarizes, say whatever you want, Jason Jordan gave the big dog a fight tonight. The young challenger took a massive risk, made a critical mid-match error, sure, but undeniably proved his grit and athletic worth to that entire locker room. So, which leaves us with this final, frankly fascinating question to ponder as we close out today's Film Room Breakdown. If Jason Jordan had just maintained his composure and kept 2 healthy legs beneath him, would he have walked out with the title that night? Just think about how one single misstep can alter the entire course of a championship career. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today. Keep studying the tape, and I'll catch you guys next time.